Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I am very happy to present today in RVC channel an extraordinary person who diversified from his original profession to nutrition simultaneously. It is rare to find an allopathy doctor embracing the result on first finding the result on herbs and embracing natural medicine. I think very rare people we find in the world, such personalities. He is such a person who has he just blindly loves nature. He is a man who promotes everything natural. He is part of the nature, and if you see him, nobody will believe that a 60 years aged FRCS surgeon, MS FRCS surgeon from London can really do Surya Namaskar. He was just now, I was discussing with him, 13 Surya Namaskar he does, and more than 5 kilometers he runs. He is a marathon runner. And he has practiced this since his, I think, medical that he is going to share while he was studying medicine at Vellore Medical College during his early education of MBBS and MS. And he had a very long history of service, right from working in London. More than 6 years he worked in England. And he worked in many countries, mainly Middle East and Gulf countries, Saudi Arabia, Oman, and all these countries. And headed plastic surgery departments, maxillofacial surgeon, and specialized in this. And India and abroad, he practiced very rare specialty. And in Miyot Hospital, for example, if I have to tell his practical experience, Miyot Hospital in Chennai was one of the leading hospitals in plastic surgery, and he was a plastic surgeon for more than 6 years there before he left to African countries, mainly Nigeria. 5 years in Africa, particularly in Nigeria, heading the group of Vedic hospitals in Nigeria. He was heading more than 3 hospitals in this very critical period of pandemic, and he has a rich experience how even pandemic, worst of the worst diseases, can be not only controlled, can be treated as a medical doctor. He has experimented, he is going to share his experience, particularly if the human body is alkaline, how diseases can be kept away. The worst of the worst disease, like common cold to even cancer. He has a very rich experience on this area practically. I think we are very fortunate in DXN to have such a brilliant, incredible doctor like Eapen Koshy. And he is a holy man, and he practices holistic medicine also. He is a vegan and marathon runner. He has many medals in winning marathon at 50s, late 50s, and authored very rarely two important books. Actually, it is a big gift to DXN, I can say. But for DXN, he would not have thought of writing such books because I know him from the beginning for the last at least 7 years, since 2014 or 15, while we became close. Since then, he has been following RVC guidelines and RVC YouTube channel and giving us the rich knowledge of his rich knowledge on health prevention and nutrition. The testimony for that is his first publication. It is a magnum opus, I can say, because very rarely modern medicine practitioners will write such a book, publish such a book that is beyond modern medicine. It has been translated into Hindi also. आधुनिक औषधि शास्त्र से आगे. अबे आधुनिक औषधि शास्त्र से आगे क्या है, क्या हो सकता है, किस तरह का चीज ह्यूमन बीइंग्स का हेल्थ को प्रोटेक्ट कर सकता है, इसमें एक वेरी डीप इंसाइट has thrown the light on what is a natural medicine, what is there in Mother Nature, how Mother Nature has given us everything, not today, tens of thousands of years, 10,000 years, 15th, since the human being started existing, these things are being used. But today, last 5 to 10 years, we have evidence also on this. And Dr. Eapen Koshy has gifted these two rare literature by his research for the benefit of the world in general and DXN distributors in particular. Recent his publication, Survive COVID by Staying Alkaline, again a very rare masterpiece on human health. How being alkaline in our blood, our cells, our body, alkalization of human body, how it can prevent almost all the diseases. This is what the beauty of the natural products like spirulina. He has thrown light on that, and I think he is going to give a detailed today information on that. And Survive COVID by Staying Alkaline, again a masterpiece published by Konark Publishers from Delhi. And so every DXN member, every DXN promoter must have this masterpiece to promote the product with scientific evidence. And I am very proud to say that he is not only done so much of research on these products, his involvement as a networker. He is a double crown diamond, senior crown diamond or double crown diamond, executive senior crown diamond, on the way to crown ambassador. I am sure that he is a jewel in DXN business. I am very proud that he will be crown ambassador in my team because he is my downline in the depth. I am very proud of such people who embraced DXN and followed us. I wish him all the success, and I present here today's session, Dr. Eapen Koshy. Now he is in Pondicherry, again heading a new assignment. He has come back to India. I'm very excited about that because I have been pleading him to come back to India because we have to do a lot of things here. By my request, he heeded my request and he has taken up the assignment is another big medical institution to establish the plastic surgery department. I am sure that sooner or later he will be a free man traveling around the globe for a DXN promotion. Thank you, sir. Wish you all the best. Welcome to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Professor. Good morning, Professor. Good morning, all. It is my pleasure to talk today on the DXN RVC channel, and I'm grateful. Yes. The topic for today is alkalinity for a long and healthy life. Yes. I should start off by saying that as a DXN member, everybody listening in, we all know about alkaline diet, alkaline superfoods. I shall talk slowly and superficially about these. But more importantly, more than the body, as alkalinity sets in, our mind also changes. We go into a higher level of consciousness. We become more earth synchronous, and our consciousness goes into a divine state. That is what alkalinity does to you. And so when I say live a long and healthy life, it's not long life, it is a long, healthy life. A healthy life is life, of course, without any diseases, which is, of course, possible when we are on our alkaline superfoods. But even above that, we should have a mind that is calm, that is humble, and that is loving everything in nature. Okay, if I am 80 years old, I care only about my family, about making money for me and my children. I don't care what's going on in the next door. I am jealous of the person next door. Then I say it's not life at all. You're already dead. Yeah. So alkalinity gives you a long, healthy lifespan, health of the body and the mind. Okay, you go into a higher level of divine consciousness. So these are all way beyond money. You know what alkalinity does to you. It is our responsibility to be alkaline and to live long and healthy on earth, and thus giving thanks to this blessing that called life, which we have been given. Okay, nobody can do this for us. It is our own responsibility. Okay, our parents cannot do it for us. Our children cannot. Our friends cannot. Maintaining one's health, which I will tell you how, is our own responsibility. So it is best that we know more about it. And people like me who have thought about this for many years and with a medical background, we come to many, many interesting points, which I share with you. And this you can give to all networkers, everybody around you, and increase your own life, your own standard of health, and those around you. Okay. We are in a state where we want more hospitals, more doctors. But why? If allopathy or any system, if it works, then we should be having lesser hospitals. Isn't it so? Because people will be healthy. But instead, we need more medical colleges, we need more hospitals, we need more doctors. So obviously, we are on an illness direction. We are treating illness. Okay, they are all illness-directed institutions. This has to change. We have to go into prevention of illness. We have to move on to wellness institutions. Okay. Now, the moment the world changes from illness-directed institution to prevention through wellness, then the world is a better place. Okay. And many hospitals will have to shut down because there is no illness. Okay. Now, what is meant by wellness? What is prevention? Okay. Now, let us take the COVID for an example. Okay. It is very clear that nobody who is alkaline has died from the COVID, from the lung cytokine response that happened. It all happened to people who are acidic and who are in an inflammatory state of their own body and life. Okay. Now, So it is. I go a statement further. I will say prevention is the cure. You have to prevent. How do you prevent? Do you take medicines for COVID? No. Prevention is staying alkaline. Okay. Alkalinity, immunity, and longevity, they're all one and the same. When our body is alkaline, we live long and we cannot die. We die only when we choose to. And we are not afraid of death also, because we love earth so much that we want to become part of it. Okay, you will understand this only as you go up the alkaline ladder. Now, I will give you one example. In the state of Kerala, people come for massages. So usually people undergo massages once a year, at least the old timers used to. Why were they going for massages? So massaging for a week, daily a half an hour massage for a week, usually in the month of October. Okay, what really happens is when you massage, your circulatory system, your skin, your lymphatics, everything gets a surge, and they are activated, and they have a good flow. Okay, you are increasing the flow. Actually, massaging is a form of prevention. It is a type of wellness, massaging. Okay, now, when we massage our body, we get a wellness. When we do yoga, what really happens is our internal organs with each asana gets massaged. Okay, so that is why yoga is actually the ultimate prevention, doing asanas every day, and then knowing how to breathe well. Okay, now, people ask me, sir, I am taking the DXN every day. I am still fat. I am not sleeping well. I have to go. See, there is no point taking alkaline superfoods without resorting to a good, healthy lifestyle, an alkaline lifestyle, or a healthy lifestyle, which is with the rhythm of earth. Okay, so so I tell you. So coming back to the point again. So massaging is a form of prevention. Okay, when you go for a massage, there is a saying also: if you don't give money to your massage person, you will end up paying 10 times more to your doctor or to your hospital ICU. Okay, so massage is a prevention. So now, there is one performance that is going on all the time, all around the world, by all of us, and by all living beings, by all animals. It is the performance called breathing. Okay, you can't stop your breath for more than a minute, you'll be dead. Whether you are the president or the prime minister, or whether you're an elephant or a lion or a snake, we all have to breathe. Okay. It is very important for a long, healthy life and with an alkaline body to know how to breathe well and how to massage your lungs. So in this talk, I will tell all the RVC DXN members a simple method of doing a lung massage. Okay, a lung massage is when the lung lymphatics are given a surge. If you can do this once a day, you will keep on prolonging your life, and you will go into a higher level of alkalinity if you are also taking the alkaline superfoods alongside. Okay, now I will tell you a simple lung massage technique. You can do it anytime, on the bed, in the toilet, while eating, while driving, because we breathe all the time. There is no restrictions. Okay, now I want you all, everybody who is listening to this, just take half a breath and then stop breathing. Okay, just do it for as long as you can. There is no competition. You can do it for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, or 15 seconds. So as you see this talk, and I'm going to do now, I'm taking half a breath and then I stop breathing. I can go on for longer time, but now I take a very shallow breath. Anybody who does this, some people can do it only for 3 seconds, some for 5 seconds, some for 20 seconds. It doesn't matter. Do it as much as you can. Okay. The moment you start the shallow breathing after stopping your breath, that time all the lymphatics, the negative pressure in the lungs everything has a surge, and the lungs get a more immune power and a more lymphatic flow, venous flow, and the arterial flow. This is a very simple technique. You can do it 2 or 3 times a day. Do it every day, and your lung power increases. And this is one way of preventing any lung problem. Okay, now, why do I say this? These are the things that doctors should know. There is no point in treating patients who come after pneumonia, or you come with a heart block and you remove the block. A real doctor will tell, if you go like this, you will get a heart block in 4 years. I want you to prevent this. These are the yoga asanas you do. That is a good doctor. Okay. Anybody can take off a block. Anybody can treat a pneumonia with antibiotics. See an X-ray, take out the fluid, or things like that. But prevention is the cure. Prevention is what is needed, and wellness is what is needed, and not treating illness. Okay. Now, I repeat again. Okay. Alkalinity brings out the divine power inside you. So it is not just alkalinity of the body, it's alkalinity of the body and the mind. Okay, if you look at, say, I will take a simple example. Lord Shiva sitting and meditating, he is the ultimate symbolism of alkalinism. Okay, he is so alkaline, so calm, and in that meditative posture that he sits. Now, we can all reach that stage. Okay, that for that, first you have to have the alkalinity of the body. So now let me come to our alkaline superfoods. We are all so very lucky that we have an organic company and we have a ready-made superfoods available. Okay, 20 years ago, our forefathers, our own parents never had these alkaline superfoods. Okay, so we are so very lucky. So we have a shortcut in reaching and in reaching alkalinity and in prolonging our life. Anybody who, I have taught you one lung exercise now, and who performs alkalinity, which I'm going to tell you, they will prolong their life, and you will die only when you want to, when you desire to, when you are satisfied with your life. What I'm saying is the truth, and it will happen. Okay, there is no need to spend even 1 rupee in an ICU at any time at the time of your death. It will be of your own choice. Okay, now, how do you get the alkalinity? I will tell you some basic things. Okay, we have every product of DXN. Okay? We have the most alkaline food on the planet that we know of, which is RG and GL, the body and root of the Rishi mushroom. And then we have spirulina in its most organic form, as a powder, as capsule. To maintain alkalinity, I will tell you a basic thing. Okay, you have to conquer every morning. Conquer the morning with alkalinity. That is, your intake of your alkaline superfoods has to be early in the morning. Once the body is in alkaline state, there is no catching up. The whole day becomes alkaline. If instead of that, you take sugar or you take acidic predominant diet, then you're starting off on an acidic overload, right? And so conquering the morning is very important. Alkaline superfoods, along with earth synchronous life. Now, I will tell you again, breakfast has to be around 8 o'clock, 7:30 to 8. Lunch has to be between 12:30 and 1 or at 12:30. And dinner has to be with sunset, which is the most important. It has to be at 6:30 p.m. Okay, dinner has to be 6:30 p.m. And then you yourself do a natural intermittent fasting from 6:30 p.m. to next 8 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, if this is done, and alongside have your alkaline superfoods, conquer the morning with alkalinity, and you will have no disease can come to you. Even if you have any disease within you, it'll start reversing in no time, even without your own knowledge. We have this saying, during COVID times, that the elderly people have low immunity. We have to take care of them. It is all very wrong, the elderly people died of COVID in nursing homes in Italy first, and then in Europe and many American nursing homes. It is because those people are all ravaged, chemically ravaged and destroyed by aspirin intake, statin intake, BP medicine, flu vaccines. I don't know what for every flu season, our flu vaccine. So they are aged by chemicals. Okay, that is why. Otherwise, immunity increases with age. Okay. And if you take spirulina and ganoderma, your organs do not age. Okay. organs do not age at all, okay? And you will stay young, and as young as you are in your teenage, you can keep on going, provided maintain the alkalinity and maintain the earth synchronous way of living. Waking up early and sleeping early. There is nothing more, and there is no magic out there to prolong your life. This is all that matters. Follow the rhythm of the earth. That's all you need to do. Okay. And more importantly, let me go back to the alkalinity of the mind again. When you have an alkaline body and then you start harboring an alkaline mind. An alkaline mind means you can never get angry at anybody or in any situation. You can solve without anger. And that is a great life. You're always positive, you're always joyful, and you always want the best for the people around you. And even the people who do not know, who have contacted you, you want the best for them. And that is a great situation to be in. That is what alkalinity brings to you. And I will say again, somebody might ask, everybody's body pH is, say, 7.4. So what is this alkalinity? See, if you take the pH of everybody, it will be very finely balanced between 7.4, 7.41, 7.39. But how hard your kidney and liver and your body is working to maintain it. An alkaline person is at ease. He's so calm. The body is not doing any work because he's alkaline. The acidic person is full of acidic toxin. Even that breathing, he can't hold his breath for more than 3 or 4 seconds, which I told you. Okay, but if he keeps on doing it and going the alkaline way, he'll keep on improving. Now, an acidic person, the body is at so fatigued, and something will happen very soon. So that is what you mean by an alkaline person and an acidic person. So the world needs alkalinity. The world needs people who move on to prevention and wellness, yeah, and not treating illnesses. We have to move out of illness hospitals. We have to move into wellness centers where people come in and learn how to be well. In fact, alkaline superfoods, spirulina, ganoderma, should be there in the school curriculum. Even children should have an idea of what immunity is, what alkalinity is, what earth-friendly life is. If it is impregnated into the minds of our school children, it will go a long way in their health and to the health of the next generation. So with these points on alkalinity and with the tip I have given, I shall shorten my talk today. I wish you all the very best. God bless Professor Dr. Ratna and their families. God bless the RVC, the entire network. I'm so very happy to have spoken today, and may God bless you all. I wish you all the best. Thank you very much. Thank you, Professor.
Good morning, Dr. Eapen Koshy.
Yes, thank you, Professor. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I want you to throw some light on, because I have a couple of questions.
Yes.
I think you are, I am sure that you will be very happy to answer those questions.
I will try.
And one of the questions I thought for the benefit of our people, DXN members.
Yes.
We want you to throw a light on how for our Ganoderma, Spirulina, Morinji, and all DXN products.
Yes.
Even lion's mane, cordyceps.
Yes.
These are the rare herbs that also we are going to launch in the month of May.
Yes.
Everything is ready now. And a lot of other natural herbs which are for the benefit of the human welfare. Any human, not only human being, the good news is that we have been last 22 years, my experience in DXN and promoting DXN product, we have been using these products for the health and welfare and prevention and nutrition of animals also. And we have used these different types of living beings like dog or fish or cat, pets nutrition, pets health. My daughter is very excited about the result of these products, even on animals. So, how far your recommendation of these products for the benefit of humanity? Because these products are
Yes.
research-based products for more than 5,000 years. Evidences are there because people talk about evidence-based medicine.
Yes.
This is a evidence-based natural medicine.
Yes.
I don't think any other country is there in the world, any big countries where medical institutions, medical colleges have not done some research on such products, because we see so much of literature. If you go to Google or
Yes.
online or published
Yes.
research, medical colleges, medical institutions are more experimenting on such deadly diseases,
Yes.
where at the end there is no other option, no other medicine, they go to Canada. We
Yes.
have seen in the case of cancer, or to name a few, we have so much of evidences are there. And how far this will be helpful for healing the human life in the coming years.
Thank you very much. I shall thank you for your question, Professor. I shall answer. I shall give you some more points which are very important too. Every day, because of the climate change and the degradation of our soil and due to environmental pollution, so many herbs are going extinct. I'm sure because of DXN, we are reviving Ganoderma. It may have gone extinct, you know. It may have just have disappeared and we will not get it ever. Cordyceps, lion's mane, we are reviving it. Not we, DXN is reviving it and keeping it alive. And it's amazing. It is beyond, there's nothing you can say about it. So that is one thing. Okay. The second thing is, yes, so important to have alkalinity in pets and animals because we are all interdependent on each other. Okay. As you know, okay, they say if you have dogs in your house, their dogs will absorb the negative energy that is coming into the house in every way. There is all so much thing today. They say if you have a snake somewhere near your house, the people living in the house will not get arthritis. Now, this was written 5,000 years ago in the Kerala Ayurvedic literature. Now, you can laugh it off, but think again, because we are all interdependent. The snake has toxins inside its toxin gland. Okay, snake has powerful toxin. It takes the toxin from the air and keeps the air clean. That is how it gets toxin into the gland. And if you live near snakes, people will not get arthritis. It's unknown, they say. And it was advised to go and live near snake caves so that your arthritis goes away. Yes. So because we are all interdependent, and so the alkalinity of pets, they are obviously, we love our pets as much as ourselves and our children. So we want them also to live long and live disease free. And Professor, you know, nutrition is the answer. Okay, even if you have small infections, mites on your skin, instead of killing the mite, make the skin alkaline and healthy, the mite goes away. It goes away. It's only in a disease state that these come in. So it is a big, and I'm sure the pet thing is it's a huge void which DXN can come into, and the alkaline nutrition for pets is a huge void which can be filled. Yeah. Thanks, Professor. Thank you.
So another question which I would like to know from you, answer. You know that today, number one killer is stress. Any type of diseases, either it may be a heart attack or it may be, system failures, or so many types of, except bacteria, virus, remaining all lifestyle diseases,
Yes.
scientifically proven in the medical field by the Western medicine practitioners, stress is a number one killer. But having known stress is a number one killer, but there is no drug or medicine or treatment. Only doctors say that you be stress free, you walk, or you have a healthy air, clean air, clean water, clean food, all these things. And it may be helpful to reduce your stress factors and other things, yoga, meditation, as you referred to already. But stress, nothing can encounter the stress. Stress comes even after your yoga meditation. Stress comes even if you are going to take nutrition or food, because this is unavoidable in the modern world. Maybe traffic jam, maybe industrial pollution, maybe work pressure, maybe so many things, pressure on earning, maybe about the family issues or children, so many things. See, we live with stress. As I have seen, nobody can avoid stress. Stress comes, but how to encounter, how far, because scientifically it has proven that Ganoderma is a number one stress buster. Along with Ganoderma, any alkaline food, mainly medicinal value of the highest medicinal value of these products, natural medicine. Scientifically, it is proven that it is number one stress buster. And I have experienced it practically in my life, because I don't have time, or nor I concentrated, nor I, went for yoga, meditation, and but wherever I am free, I do some breathing exercise. I walk on the beach or forest area, free area, and remaining, I feel my stress has last 22 years has come down because of these herbs. And it has made a yogic impact, because Ganoderma is Rishi and yogic. How far you have found your experience as a allopathy doctor and a top surgeon, FRCS surgeon, and you have dealt with the human suffering through modern medicine, surgery. But how this can prevent many deadly diseases where there are no drugs, because they all come because of the stress. I want your opinion.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Sir, stress. There is no answer for stress in any chemical. In fact, all chemicals improve or increase the acidity and makes the stress even harder. Okay, if I am stressed out, I have a headache, I take paracetamol. The headache will be masked for 6 hours, but my body becomes more acidic, and tomorrow I am even more stressed. Okay, but the answer for stress is in going up the alkaline ladder. And the ultimate example is Ganoderma. Ganoderma takes away any stressful situation that is within you. Even long-standing stressful chronic problems, they just fade away. You find solutions and you move away. So Ganoderma is the answer. It is the ultimate answer. And I think producing an anti-stress life is the greatest gift of Ganoderma, if you ask me. Some patients who come for aesthetic surgery, I can see they're all stressed up. I don't do the surgery until they've taken 3 to 4 weeks of Ganoderma. I de-stress them. Even today, I'm doing it. And then I do the surgery, and then they get amazing results, and they are thankful. Otherwise, I can change the shape of the nose, I can change the eyelid, I can take that scar away, but they're still stressed and they go out to the same life. But here I change the life, and that is holistically treating the patient. Even before the patient walks in from the door and sits in the chair, I assess his alkalinity and his stress level. And I'm already thinking how much RGGL he needs. So yes, our the answers for stress are only in the alkaline superfoods, and of course in alkaline air from yoga and from a earth-friendly life. There is no answer. There's no medicine for stress. Thank you, Professor. Thank you.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you very much, Doctor. Another very hot question today debated. Hot is because many scientifically qualified doctors, scientifical means modern medicine is a science, right from anatomy to drugs, anything. These are all evidence-based medicine. They immediately ask research reports or where it has been done, the research, which medical college, each institution, what are the proof, evidences, which are the institutions used, so many things. As you know that so far as the drugs are concerned, any drug without research, without experiments, without using on animal or a human, whatever it may be, it won't come to the trials. Without trials, it won't come to the market. But the food, superfood like Ganoderma, because it is a food. Dr. Lim says it is a food. Ordinary food and extraordinary food. Ordinary food, he says that daily whatever we eat in the plate, cooked in the kitchen, is a ordinary food. We eat idli, dosa, rice, sambar, whatever it may be, habit, vegetarian or non-vegetarian, ordinary. Extraordinary food, Ganoderma or spirulina or all these herbs which have made an impact on human health for thousands of years. Extraordinary food, and he says it is a superfood. And those days, about 50 years back, there were no researchers. There were researchers. It was limited to some traditional literature. For example, China, if you are going to take into account that Chinese medicine, the oldest this literature is available. Traditional Chinese medicine, TCM, and the what is this? Nanseng, Hanseng. Yes, there are some people who have mastered many thousands years back, and these evidences are available in sculpture on roads, on caves, on rocks. They have made black and white for the benefit of the next generation. And for example, if you are going to give you one example, scientific evidence, in Arab caves, the Ganoderma is there, and the human body is there. Ganoderma shape, arrows they used to, on the human bodies that all around the human body, they you can see the arrows with the Ganoderma symbol. That means that Ganoderma is so precious. It will make the disease to be controlled, or a disease will not come. That is prevention, protection of human health. Similarly, Chinese emperors used to use, or Chinese any literature, any old 5,000 years old, 8,000, 10,000 years old, anything, if you take into account, they have used these herbs extensively and depicted in the sculpture. Even throne of a king used to be decorated with the Ganoderma. See how we put some flowers, some this and all, because it is so powerful, so precious. It protects the human life. That's what.
Yes.
But with all these, scientific evidence, if they ask, empirical evidence, that started after 1970s. Spirulina researchers, Japan or China or Canada, Australia, Germany, America, Europe, every country, even in India. Even in India, there are many researchers done in the universities on spirulina. We have the now publication and how it is, and Ganoderma. They have started. These are all after 70s. Last 50 years, we have a lot of researches on that. And proof is there. People who have recovered the terminal illness, those who have not only recovered, still they are living. And Kerala, there are many researches done on the oral cancer. It is published. How that look, what is that? Leukoplakia has been healed. Those who take tobacco or other things they got healed. Totally, cancer cells are not found after 3 years or 2 years after heavy dose of spirulina. Similarly, Ganana, so many these are there. Medical institutions have done. They have. And virgin coconut oil for colon cancer, as well as for age-old diseases of the brain.
No.
Either this, what is that called? Shaking the hands.
Parkinson's.
Parkinson's, paralysis. So many this age-related, they have reversed. This is the scientific evidence published by the doctor. Both couple are doctor, husband and wife. But then there was no any other drug. They started giving only coconut oil, not with Gananarma, only pure coconut oil. They have recovered.
Yes.
Such a panacea for human health in the natural food, what we have, most precious. And why we are not promoting? Why there is opposition for that? Of course, I know that there is a drug mafia, all these things, because there is no, we know that how they want to nullify anything natural and all these things are there. But even highly qualified doctors, after they refuse to accept or look into the researches done on these areas. What is your opinion about this?
Thank you very much, Professor. Thank you very much. I can give you a very clear answer for all the questions that you said. But first of all, I will tell you, these highly qualified doctors, they are the stupidest people on the planet. They have failed to open their eyes. They are acidic and so egoistic. They cannot even be humble enough to open their eyes. Don't say, just open your eyes. They cannot. Okay. For evidence-based medicine, when I wrote my book, there are so many papers on spirulina, Ganoderma, on alkalinity, but nobody wants to read them. People, because we are marketed by the pharma companies. Medicine and money and pharma are all interlocked. Unfortunately, chemical way is the money way. Part of the American economy is from their pharma companies. They will promote statins. It should have been, there is no evidence. Statins take away everything in your body. It takes away your adrenaline production. Given for cholesterol reduction, it by itself produces heart attacks. But the money is too much. It's $1 billion industry. They will not let it down. So where is this? Ask that stupid doctor who's telling you, maybe he's from AIMS or JIPMA. Where is the evidence? Ask him, where is the evidence why you are not stopping statin? How about paracetamol? It should be banned. Paracetamol is available on the counter. You should not, a child takes 10 paracetamol, the child will die. And we are giving it. We are all having a slow acidic death, taking paracetamol. All these should be banned. So where is this evidence-based medicine that he's talking about? So he's a stupid man. There is no point even arguing with him, Professor. Just let him be. There is no point. He is beyond recovery. That is all I can say. Now, you ask for evidence-based medicine. Let me again come to the things that is going on now. You know, we have made vaccines mandatory. A vaccine that doesn't prevent anything. Then what is it for? And the vaccine itself is causing the next wave. It is playing with your immunity. And still, the world and the governments are playing for the vaccine money that is coming in. Okay, money given by the vaccine companies, they run the world now. So we are seeing it in front of us. So this has to pass, and this will pass. And we will come back to an age where Ganoderma ruled the earth, where alkalinity has to rule the world, and we have to come back. And for that, the chemical age has to die. We are in a stupid age now, a stupid era of chemicals and money at the expense of our health. And people don't realize. Actually, when a doctor says like this, a top qualified doctor talks like this, just take pity on him, because pray for him. When will you open your eyes? When will you go back to nature? When will you go back to earth, which is a billion times more powerful than your chemical that you are promoting, which is only for your company? And unfortunately, there is such an effective marketing for the pharma companies that the doctors are brainwashed and they are unable to come out of it. They are unable to come out of it. And they are killing themselves too. If the doctors knew anything about naturopathy, how did so many doctors die during the COVID time? They couldn't take care of themselves because they didn't understand alkalinity. That is all that happened. Yeah. Thank you, Professor.
Doctor, another very sensational question again, because you have a rich experience on this. You have practically last 2.5 or 3 years by heading the 3 hospitals. I think all the 3 hospitals were COVID hospitals in Nigeria. You headed them, and not only headed, saved many patients, because you shared your experience with me personally, how from the jaws of death, from the oxygen cylinder to ICU, and worst of the worst cases. And they many of them did not require to go for ICU. That kind of this prevention you have made. And many doctors started asking, what is the secret with you? Why in this hospital mortality rate is very low, or there is no mortality rate? And I want your experience, because I know that you have given the combination of Ganoderma, spirulina, moringa, and all these natural products, and you have used them. You yourself have found out the beautiful result of saving the life. I want you to throw the light, because a lot of people still have the hesitation to take Ganoderma regularly or spirulina regularly to prevent the diseases, because they think that only while they get the disease, again like a drug, they must go for this. And that will not help. Some people may exceptionally help, but many of them would have already destroyed their organs, or poisons are so much inside, toxin. I don't, at that stage, it may not go out or detoxify. And what is your advice? One thing, what you have seen, even the worst cases. Secondly, how it is required to maintain the health right from childhood to old age. Graciously aging is today's objective so far as human health is concerned. Every government wants longevity of their people, and every government wants to mitigate the public expenditure on health. Because see, now every government have realized, though not they have very aggressively come out to promote prevention, but they have realized the cost of treatment. Now, as you know, that WHO itself says India is a diabetic, not only diabetic center. India will have 50% of the population going to be diabetic unless prevention or mode of our lifestyle is not changed by 2050. 2040, 50%. Imagine, where are the hospitals? Where are the treatment? Where are the drugs? How many nurses are required? How many doctors? 50% of the population goes for the treatment for one single disease. One single disease. This is like a Pandora box opening, and this is a biggest threat of the survival of humanity. It is not only India. Obesity again is the biggest problem of Western countries. Even cancer rampantly increasing. Earlier, it is very rare, 0.5%, 0.3%. Now, percentage of cancer deaths and cancer cases have gone up tremendously. That is also because of the pollution and all. And how far your advice to the authority and general public, because you are a highly knowledgeable person on natural healing, I know, because I have seen you practically experiencing not only on your health, on giving people and relieving their suffering, ultimately, while your hands are tied with the Western medicine.
Professor, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Actually, it's very difficult for me to work in a Western medicine scenario, bringing all these simple concepts in. But to answer your first question, when people were going into the COVID lung cytokine storm, just bombard them with Canoderma. Okay, just give high dose of Canoderma. Just immediately give 15 RG, 15 GL. After 2 hours, give another 15 RG, 15 GL. And then give a lot of avocado, pineapple juice, turmeric, ginger. Yes, we had this. We had this. Okay, they will not go into the ICU, but then they will think it is normal. I would not have gone to the ICU, but I know he would have gone to the ICU and he would have gone up. He will not have come down. He would have died. But instead, he goes back to the ward and goes back home. But the patient does not know. He does not know the natural history of what was going on. Okay. So there were times when the COVID was at its peak, our ICU was empty. Yeah. Plus, I stopped remdesivir and all antiviral agents. You cannot kill the virus. Let the virus sit in your body and go away. Your body overcomes it. And your body is alkalinized and upgraded. Okay. That is a viewpoint which the common doctor cannot understand. They want to give chemicals to kill the virus and end up killing the body, acidifying the body and increasing the inflammation. Now, coming up back to the diabetic, yeah, India is going to be the diabetic, or it already is the diabetic capital of the world. It is because of lack of alkaline superfoods and lack of alkaline earth-friendly lifestyle. With high stress, diabetes is not a disease. It is just a condition where the liver predominantly and the pancreas is fatigued because of unless you sleep well, you're fatigued the next day. You're not giving the organs sleep, and we're not giving adequate nutrition to the liver and the pancreas. That is all there is to diabetes. And the doctors don't understand, what do the doctors do? You finish DM diabetology or endocrinology from AIMS or JIPA and come back. And this is how they work. Every 2 hours, check the blood sugar and keep giving insulin, keep the next drug, that drug. That is not how you treat diabetes. You upgrade the body, you alkalinize the body. Blood sugar is not very important at all. Our body is not a computer. Our body is dynamic. Our body is fearfully and respectfully and so divinely created. Okay, if I am in an angry mode, my sugar will go up. If I'm in a fearful mode, my sugar will come down. That doesn't mean that it should be treated. Okay, an alkaline controlled man will have a fairly steady blood sugar. But that doesn't, when I'm angry, if it goes up, doesn't mean it needs treatment. All I need is an upgrading of my alkalinity and leading to a high immune filled life, and your diabetes just fades away. You cannot bring down the blood sugar and treat the diabetes. It is never ending. You will finally end up in kidney transplants or in an early death from these chemicals that you give for controlling the blood sugar. So that is something, again, the answers lie in our alkaline superfoods. I have personally brought out so many out of diabetes, out of all medication, with just spirulina and the linseed coffee. Some of them cannot afford the RGGL, but the linseed coffee and spirulina, along with an understanding to them that if your blood sugar is 300 for a few days, it will be 300 because last 10 years you are taking metformin, you are chemically controlled. If I take 10 years whiskey and I stop one day, next day I will have tremors. That doesn't mean it is bad. I will have it for a few times. Your blood sugar will be high, but we will bring it down. I will teach you some fasting, some intermittent fasting. Take these along, and they stick to me. And after a month, they are off. They don't come back. They are off. There's no more medication. They're out of diabetes. It is only upgrading your body is the answer. And so the answer lies in wellness clinics only. The answer to our diabetes lies in the wellness clinics. not in the illness-oriented hospitals. That is my opinion, Professor.
Super, Doctor. Before I close, one more very vital question, because everybody talk about all the governments, all the presidents or prime ministers or health ministers, scientists, doctors. Everybody is now talking about the prevention and wellness. Nowadays, now particularly after the pandemic, COVID, the awareness on prevention through nutrition has been spread more rampantly today than ever before. They have realized only way to survival of mankind is going for immunity or prevention through nutrition. But at the same time, work is not done at that speed. They talk on the stage, talk in public places, and publish articles, this and that, magazines. So much of noise is done, but the real implementation to prevent diseases and reduce the medical cost and terminal diseases, these are all very dangerous problem for every government, because the government has to spend a lot of money. There is no government, including a country like America, cannot spend money on today diseases. They cannot spend. Their public budget is going to be collapsed. Government budget will be ever increasing, and it will surpass all other developmental budgets, allocation of funds, if we are going to concentrate on nursing the diseases in future. That rampant diseases are going. And so every government is thinking there is no money to spend. There is no, if the diseases are multiplying. And they are now seriously thinking in terms of what are the ways and means to prevention. At least the discussion has started now in the 21st century. But they are telling experts, scientists, wellness promoters, and others who are concerned about human health, not with reference to any money making or commercial or political. They are away from that. They are totally focusing on prevention. They are telling that we have to go very aggressively to prevent the diseases, and wellness industries must pick up. We have to concentrate on promoting wellness industries. Government must encourage wellness industries, and wellness industries are not demanding any freebies or subsidies, but they are not encouraged. Lot of politics is there. While the wellness industry comes, all commercial operation of drugs and medicine they attack. That we have seen it, because this is a very sensitive issue. Many people go blindly promoting that, and a lot of vested interest is there, but it is a very sad state of affair. But thanks to COVID, it has created some sensational outlook to the people, the public as a whole, including the governments. So now Government of India is also promoting a lot of yoga, meditation, and natural these products and herbs which can boost the immunity and all. And this, how do you feel this will take over in a big way in the coming years? Is there any chance?
Thank you, Professor. For this to happen, it will happen. For this to happen, people like yourself should be in the helm of affairs. For example, Professor Vasupalaya should be the Union Health Minister. Okay, or you should get a Padma Bhushan, and then you can have the power to confidently implement. Our own Prime Minister, when he took charge 8 years ago, he was talking of prevention. He was talking very much on yoga. And then when I see him, he then went slowly into a depression, started having a beard, Stop talking about it. He went with the chemical way, with the vaccine way, and now he wants more hospitals. He wants a hospital in every village. That's the illness pathway. And he has lost his path, if you ask me. But our own Prime Minister was very promising. But we need people like you at the helm of affairs, and it will happen. There are people like you in every country, many parts of the world. They should come into power and with confidence go into the wellness industry and take away the money from the pharma companies, from the chemical. And the money should be with the wellness products and with the wellness industry. The wellness industry should replace the pharma industry. For that, people who are confident about it. Right now in India, there are so many people, Professor, who understand it, but they are all Ayurveda and Siddha doctors. They don't have the confidence and the fluency in English, which the allopathy doctors speak. And the government is siding the allopathy doctors because the money is there. So they can't come up and they don't have the confidence to speak and confidently. This doesn't work. They cannot say that. They're scared. So the time will come, I think, Professor.
Yes, you are right, Doctor. What I feel is now this awareness of the public. See, this is any changes will come only through public movement. Any changes in any country. And the public awareness after this pandemic in every country, including Western countries, Europe, America, and all developed countries, they are more shaken than us because there are more number of deaths, many times more deaths than the poorer countries, developing countries, African countries, Latin American countries, and Asian countries where there is no food. Even such countries, the death rate is very less compared to America and Western Europe and other countries, developed countries in this pandemic. And so they have also realized that now something they have to go for the solution through prevention, nutrition, and wellness. And wellness is going to take over. There is no doubt in that. But the process of its taking over has been very slow compared to now what last 2 years some awareness created. If this awareness is spread more through the medical authorities, through the government, public authorities, public health, people who are concerned with public health, hospital management, everybody, if their hospitals themselves are going to create in every hospital voluntarily wellness center. You treat the patients, any Siddha, Ayurveda, Unani, homeopathy, allopathy, whatever it may be. You have your system, but at the same, because America can start the Ganaderma, in many hospitals today. And they have started these wellness centers, many hospitals, major hospitals. They have gone for all these big hospitals in America, by and large, have gone for alternative medicine also. Worst cases where they cannot handle, then they will try that. That awareness at least has been created. And I think this process will give a boost to think for future health of humanity. It is not the health of a few individuals, few people who take or prevent, because personally they may take a lot of herbs are there in villages, awareness from the traditional medicine. They may be taking something because my mother, my grandfather all lived 100 years. They lived crossed 100 years. I have seen in my own eyes. And the problem is now this generation, even we don't know whether we can cross that age, because a lot of diseases are affected to us because of the environment, stress, pollution, and all this industrial growth. In the name of economic growth, we dump the chemicals. There is no global warming is another major threat to human health. Because of that, lot of health issues will erupt now, global warming. And for this, we have to be ready, means where I have read some Japanese scientists, 1 hectare, a spirulina pond can generate 1,000 acres of green forest oxygen. Only, one acre spirulina pond. 1,000 acres. How many times? 1,000 times. Hence, they are now researching how to increase the spirulina growth. Spirulina not only for human health. They want to grow spirulina everywhere so that oxygen supply is enhanced. These are all the research today going on these very precious herbs. The awareness is not there, most of the people. And that is why United Nations organization also supporting, for malnutrition. But later such researches may come as a solution to global warming. Because every country are going to grow more spirulina ponds. Oxygen supply may go up, warming, and these ecological imbalances, floods or heavy rains or tsunamis, all these are all ecological imbalances. It may be set right, and so that where real growth in the human health may take off. Thank you very much for your highly motivated, knowledgeable, and very sincere commitment. Very sincere commitment. Because now being a medical doctor and per se a surgeon, your concern for human health through nature, that is what attracted me so much about you. And this is what we have been doing. DXN has been doing. Dr. Lim has been doing. I think every DXN member, if they realize that it is not just a business, it is beyond business. It is not just making money. Making money, every sector they make money. Every pharmaceutical company or anything, they make money. But here, what we can contribute to nature, one thing. Secondly, how we can permanently prevent diseases so that future generation will be healthier. Future generation will be, I don't say that 100% disease free, but diseases can be mitigated, reduced, may come down. Hence, they may have healthier living, long life, longevity. That is the most important without disease. Thank you for your contribution to the human health and prevention and wellness. We will do together. Thank you, doctor. Wish you all the best. Go Crown Ambassador. Good morning.
Thank you.